Good afternoon, everybody. Good evening. About 3:30, 4 o'clock maybe. Good afternoon. So we've launched this Mission Pilot channel, and I'm doing the lodge thing. I'm gonna do the talk stuff. God's got me working on doing that. I feel way more organized. I can kind of give more of a real Bible study in the studio. I can have the scripture pulled up. I can research and get all that together and produce that in the studio on the lodge channel. But man, we're just trying to come up with something more to give everybody. All right, so here's what 2 degrees looks like. And you guys can feel what two degrees looks like. I've had people on Facebook look at a picture and go, my teeth are chattering. So everybody wonders why I don't shave. Well, this is why, because man, even the moose have a little moose stash on them. Every time I start thinking, oh crap, it's really cold up here, I start thinking about 110 degrees and 95% humidity down in Houston or Dallas or Waco or all points in between in Texas. So man, I just couldn't take the heat anymore. So this is free air conditioning. Boat is Pros Solid, and can't wait till spring, man. We're trying to keep everything plowed to where we can very easily hook onto her and get her out of here. The 2 Connexes are supposed to be my boat house. I got them set where they're far enough apart to back that boat under there. And then we're going to build a structure on the top of that that's going to match the architectural front of the hangar. So it's going to be that same shape. Little slanted roof on each Connex, and then the attic truss open. It's going to be another 4 foot taller on the sidewalls. And then, maybe I need a good little bit more than 36. I really need, we'll get a tape measure and measure our windows, but so the shape of the boathouse is going to be like the shape of that. It's going to be a 2nd story, and then probably a little bit steeper pitched roof on the very top. So the boat would back right in underneath that and be tall enough. So I've got a whole bunch of spruce canted up. We milled a bunch of logs into 8x8s. And so come spring, I want to meat slice those on the mill. And I've got enough to make all the framing lumber for that boathouse. And so that's a project that's coming up. But man, my son and I, before we moved up here, we made a couple of YouTube videos, and we've got some old video stuff that we did when Andy was young, and projects that we were working on, and my hangar, and when I was flying. And I really, I wanted to watch every Alaska show I could watch. I mean, for like 8 years prior to us moving up here, the Kilchers down in Homer, and the Yukon Man guys, and I mean, I watched that stuff because I really liked how they lived basic, and they do stuff that's important and don't waste their time on stuff that's not. That's what I'm doing. That's my channel now. That's my life. And so I really like their channel, so I'm trying to make mine better. And so I'm asking the Lord, how can I do that? Plus make it fun, entertaining, and something cool that people want to watch. But yeah, we did some investigation. We just, man, we have zero, I mean, nada on upload speed. It takes like 6 hours to upload a 40-minute video. And so we don't have the capacity to live stream. Not for, I mean, we're going to run some tests. We're going to put a moose cam up, but we're going to do what we can. And even if we record stuff, splice it together, just kind of make a highlight reel of the live cam for the day around here, around the lodge. That's the next idea, because now we can do that on a daily basis, make them short enough to where maybe put some scripture over it, or some praise and worship music or something. I mean, just kind of gives you a break for about 10 minutes a day, and 8 to 10, so YouTube can do their advertising thing. And so we're trying to figure out what we do and how we do it with what we got. And man, I'm so blessed, man. I mean, I love our little, I mean, we were at the last minute scramble. Like, we knew we had like a day or two of weather left, and so, I mean, you know, we stored our wood. We had to have dry storage for wood, so we came up with that. We had to have dry storage for what lumber we got left. We're down to hardly nothing. And so I've got a whole bunch of sheet material. We had all our roofing and tar paper that we're using, and ice and rain shield. And so we got roofing, we got siding. So we'll see. Man, it's really hard to make lumber like this with this mill out of this wood we got. I mean, we can cut it, but the wood's just crap. And so we're not able to make framing lumber, but we can make other bigger timbers. And for like the boathouse structure, you know, that mill is going to be great for doing that. So we don't want to use framing lumber on that. We could use our timber lumber for that, our true, you know, 2 inches thick and 8 inches tall framing lumber for the boathouse. But we're not going to be able to do that on our upstairs or our porches. We need to finish we got porches that go all the way around this thing, and got something really cool planned for upstairs. So this is a really tricky little part about this building. It's but we're gonna make it, I got a way to make it way cooler than I'd originally planned. So I'm blessed that I didn't get this house built like in the first year, because I'd have not liked it. I would have wanted to change it. And so I'm getting to do that. I'm getting the luxury of living here and building what I need, what actually really functions in the weather, and getting rid of snow and all that, and to heat, and I mean, you name it, man. There's all this stuff that goes into it. So I'm blessed I'm getting to do this a little bit at a time. Yeah, right here, I don't know if you can put it over my shoulder, but, and I can't zoom. Anyway, man, that's like the prime spot for the moose. That's where they come. So we're going to do a tower cam, moose cam right here. We kind of carved this little path out, and we're going to use our big, huge extension, or not extension, but our A-frame ladder as a tower camera stand. Big tripod. That thing's like 10 foot. So we'll bolt a couple of cameras on that thing. And you can see, man, this thing's like, ceiling in here is 10 foot. So that'll be cool for our moose cam. But like I said, we're trying to come up with content every day. Something we can do for God. I mean, it's just kind of keep us focused and keep my son engaged. Holy shit, man. If you're not leading your kids every day in the Lord, the world's gonna take them, man. And so you got to do everything you can to hang on to your kids while you have them, and your family while you have them, while they're still listening to you. So, yeah, we got a lot of competition out here. Can't wait to get that's my septic tank underneath that thing. And it actually has a little vent over here where the hot air comes out. And so, man, that my little septic system that I built here is just working amazing. And we didn't have to go way super deep. And so, I mean, we're just getting to figure out all kinds of cool stuff. So I have plans for the top of this. And so we'll look at that this spring as another project. It's going to be pretty, I think, badass and cool. But yeah, you don't want your septic tanks up here to freeze, that's for sure. But so anyway, we're going to go ahead and make this the end of this video. And like I said, we're working on what to do for the channel and some just entertainment. And my outdoor kitchen. My outdoor but covered on the porch kitchen. To get that going. Let's walk out to the backup outhouse. Didn't shovel any of the snow off the steps yet, but I guess if we need it, then we're gonna have to. But yeah, I'm gonna flip around. This is a great spot for the moose cam because they walk right here on this upper road that we have. This is where their natural walking trail was when we moved here. And so moose are really good about, they stay around where they grew up. And so kind of cool. But anyway, all right, guys. Appreciate all the people subscribing so we can try to get this channel going. And we'll try to put some cool stuff up for you guys. Talk to you later.